Okay, I've delayed making this video long enough, but it's time I finally sit down and do it. I was introduced to a manga a long time ago called Kaitou Joker. And to my surprise, this has got to be one of the most obscure mangas I have ever come across. Usually when someone contacts me about checking out a manga or an anime, it's usually something pretty popular, or at least maybe not the most popular, but like I've heard of it beforehand. I know I've had people talk to me about High Rise Invasion, which I don't have Netflix, so I couldn't check it out, but I have Netflix now, so maybe I'll check it out again. With JoJo Part 6 dropping, I had to re-up my subscription, but that's besides the point. I've had people talk to me about We Never Study or We Never Learn. Watched the anime, loved it, would love to read the manga, don't have access to it, so I need to actually buy it. So maybe one day when I have some money to go and spend on that. But to my surprise though, this obscure ass manga I had access to. I had every single chapter that I could ever want to read of this thing. And that would be 26 volumes of this thing. We're talking about a manga that has no rating at all on Mel. That is how obscure it is. It has one single review and only 385 interactions on its page, with about 190 of those being just plan to watch. But I did sit down and I did read a little bit of it. And so today I'm going to be giving you guys my first impressions of Kaitou Joker. Now, I am no stranger to obscure mangas. I have come across some whack shit in my days. I've come across like 2 or 3.0s. I've come across some fantastic things that I had never heard of before. I've come across all sorts of crazy rom-coms from the depths of the internet, and yet this is by far, without no question, this is by far the most obscure thing that I have come across. So Kaitou Joker is about a guy called Joker who is a phantom thief, and he uses his tricks like image gum and shit like that to go and steal items, and be a phantom thief. And that is it. That is where the story ends. Now, apparently there is some more. There's like some other characters and shit like that. I never got far enough in to meet a single one of them. I'm sorry if whoever recommended me this manga is still watching this video. This was not for me. So this manga is actually ran for a really long time. I mean, as I said earlier, it had 26 volumes. And yet on Mal, so few people have interacted with it. Like literally 385 people have interacted with it. One person has written a review for it. It is ranked 36,298. That's a big ass number. But yet despite that, it did go on for 10 years. I mean, this published from 2007 to 2017. That's actually quite a lot. But yet I cannot figure out how it went on for that long. I think the one review that's on Mal sums it up perfectly. There is no story. You're reading the same thing like 72 times in a row, essentially, with as few changes. The guy gets into trouble, he uses image gum, and he gets out of it. And that is it. I read that about 10 times in a row, and I said, that's it. Now, in this manga's defense, I am nowhere close to his demographic. I'm a 20-year-old dude. This thing is made for kids. There's a bit of a difference there. And yeah, this is something that kids could get into. I mean, kids like to watch shows that are highly repetitive and have basically the same thing over and over again. I mean, bro, I can't tell you how many kids shows I can't remember anything because I was way too young when I watched them. But I mean, if I think about Dora the Explorer, all I can think about is that there was this shit called maps, a monkey called Boots, and a swiper trying to swipe that shit. And every time they would just say, swiper, no swiping, and yeah, he out of there. And then they win the day or whatever. They go back home. They throw a rager. I got no idea what they do. I can't remember. But that shit sounds repetitive as hell. And yet kids sat down and watched that shit for years. Now, very interestingly, I did look deeper into this. Apparently it did win an award that got it publicized and stuff like that. But also, the people who like this manga really like this manga. Like, apparently there is a whole fandom of people related to this manga that will post things like, what's like your favorite arc from the anime? What's your favorite ship? What's like, you know, the normal stuff that you see, but it'd be like in that like Windows movie maker, like that old like Windows 7 movie maker slideshow of top 10 things from like 2008. It'd be in one of those formats. Now, interestingly enough, this did actually get an anime with 4 seasons. And it didn't rate that poorly, actually. Like, I mean, the first season got a 6.89. That's honestly not too bad. Like, there's some, I've seen some decent stuff in that area. Nothing great, but like, I've seen a few things in like the 6s, in the 6 to 7 area. I'm gonna be real, I have no idea what else to say about my first impressions of this. I mean, the artwork isn't bad. It's not this traditional manga or anime style, and it's not my style, but I can see the appeal to it. It gives me a very Pokemon-esque style. You know, the just the art style of it kind of matches in with that, but to not, I say it's not as anime-ish as Pokemon is. I'm not really quite sure how to describe it, but it's a very different art style from what I would typically associate with anime. It's, I don't know, man. It's just not for me. This was not for me. I'm gonna be real. But with that being said, this has been Senpai Supreme. Some of my latest videos are pop up on the screen right now. Let's go and check them out. I got anime reviews, manga reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. I've got more first impressions. We're talking Hinamatsuri, we're talking GTO, we're talking all sorts of good shit. I think I even got one like on Temple out here or something like that. Temple, great. Kind of lewd, awesome, we love it. But it is, yeah, I got all sorts of stuff to go and check that out. But yeah, if you're looking at this manga, feel free to try it out. It was not for me, but who knows, it might be for you. And if it is for you, then there's a very, very small but passionate fandom out there for you that you can join. Anyways, though, yes, Miss Senpai Supreme. Peace.
Hi everyone, this is the Boatman. I hear you aren't subscribed to Senpai Supreme on YouTube.com. If you are a real epic gamer and kawaii weeb, you will subscribe right now.